All right, let's just jump right in. We are living through a huge shift in how we defend our digital lives. And right at the center of it all, artificial intelligence. And believe me, this isn't just some minor upgrade. It's fundamentally rewriting the rules of cybersecurity.
So, let me ask you something, and it's going to sound a little out there. Is your smart fridge a national security risk? I know, it sounds like the setup to a bad joke, right? But in our incredibly connected world, it's a question we seriously have to ask.
And here's why. The Internet of Things, or IoT, has just exploded. We're not just talking about fridges. We're talking pacemakers, cars, the actual power grids that keep our lights on. The Department of Homeland Security puts it bluntly. Our dependence on this tech has grown way, way faster than our ability to lock it all down. And that's created this huge, wide-open playground for attackers.
And that right there, that brings us to the real heart of the matter. We are in a new kind of arms race. And in this new conflict, artificial intelligence is playing for both teams. It's the weapon and it's the shield. So you've got these two faces of AI, right? On one side, the attackers are using AI to cook up smarter, more adaptive malware. They're using it to hunt for those zero-day vulnerabilities. You know, the secret backdoors no one even knows exist yet. Even those spam emails are getting scarily convincing, all thanks to AI. But it's not all doom and gloom. The defenders are fighting fire with fire, using their own AI to automate threat detection at speeds no human could dream of, sifting through mountains of data to spot the faintest patterns, and even predicting where the next attack is likely to hit so they can get there first. And this is where the good guys actually get a serious edge. The real magic of defensive AI is its ability to learn. It's not a static program. It's constantly evolving, getting smarter with every piece of new data. This means it can spot brand new threats that have never been seen before. And the amount of data it can process, it's just staggering. Something no team of humans could ever handle, which allows for a response that's almost instantaneous. So what this all means is that this AI arms race, well, it's not just a headache for the IT department anymore. Oh no, this has become a full-blown, top-tier national security issue.
And you know what? This isn't some brand new panic. People in the know have seen this coming for a long time. If you go all the way back to 2012, an OECD report was already declaring that cybersecurity policy was at a turning point. They realized that our entire society had become so reliant on digital infrastructure that protecting it was now a core duty of the government. So what did governments do? They started building what they call a holistic national strategy. Sounds fancy, right? But what it really means is that we have to stop thinking about cybersecurity as just a tech problem. It's about the economy, the military, intelligence, you name it. It means government has to work hand in glove with private companies. Because let's face it, they own and operate most of the internet. And since cyber attacks don't care about borders, it means we need strong international alliances to fight them. But here's the kicker. The clock is ticking, loudly. This warning, from a report cited by the DHS, says it all. There is a small and rapidly closing window to get this right. Think about that. If we don't build security into the foundation of the Internet of Things, we're creating a mess that will plague us for generations. Okay, so with that ticking clock, how do we actually fight back? You can't just throw more software at the problem. The answer is a better strategy. We need a modern playbook that any organization, big or small, can use to defend itself. And the good news is that playbook already exists. It's called the NIST Cybersecurity Framework, or CSF for short. The best way to think of it is as the official game plan for cyber defense in the 21st century. It gives everyone, from a tiny startup to a huge government agency, the same language and the same set of best practices to manage their risk. The framework is built around 6 core ideas that all work together in a continuous cycle. It's actually really logical. You start with govern. That's just setting your overall strategy. Then you identify. You've got to know what you're trying to protect, right? Next, you protect it by building your defenses. Detect is like your alarm system, actively looking for trouble. Respond is your plan for when that alarm goes off. And finally, recover is how you clean up the mess and get back to business. See, it's a complete 360-degree approach. Okay, that's the theory. How do you actually do it? Well, it breaks down into a pretty clear 5-step process. First, you scope the profile, basically decide what piece of the puzzle you're looking at. Then you gather information on all your current systems. With that data, you create the profile, which is just a map of where we are now versus where we want to be. Step 4 is key. Analyze gaps and plan. You find the holes and make a priority list of what to fix first. And finally, you implement and update. You do the work, and then you start the cycle all over again, because this job is never really done.
But look, you can have the greatest playbook in the world, but if only the quarterback knows it, you're still going to lose the game. And that brings us to maybe the most critical takeaway of all. Security is a team sport. It's not just on the IT folks. It's a shared responsibility for absolutely everyone, from the engineer who designs a product all the way to you and me, the people who use it every day.
The Department of Homeland Security has laid out some fantastic guiding principles for this. Number one, and this is the big one, is to build security in from the very beginning. Don't try to bolt it on as an afterthought. You also have to plan for security updates from day one. You need transparency in your supply chain. You should know what's in the products you're using. And finally, just use a little common sense. Be deliberate about what you connect to the internet. Just because you can doesn't always mean you should.
And honestly, the logic here is just simple economics. It is always cheaper, easier, and more effective to handle security at the start. Trying to patch a vulnerability after a product is already out in the wild is a nightmare. It's incredibly difficult and expensive. Proactive security isn't just a good idea, it's just plain smart business. So really, the next great frontier for technology isn't just about building smarter gadgets, it's about building them securely by design, right from the moment they're just an idea on a whiteboard. This is the challenge that's going to define our digital age. And the big question it leaves all of us with is, are we ready for it?